And we're back with the Constitution line by line. I'm Paul Fabrizio.
And I'm Don Frazier.
Yes, and we approach the Constitution from different perspectives, don't we, Don?
We do. You're a political scientist and likes all the wonky nuts and bolts stuff.
And you like the big philosophy
The big
stuff.
philosophical stuff and where it fits in the big grand scheme of things.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. Anyway, Article 1, Section 3, Clause 7. We're talking about impeachment here. Judgment in cases of impeachment shall not exceed further than removal from office and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States. But the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable and subject to indictment, trial, judgment, and punishment according to law.
Okay, so that's essentially what I was saying last time. If you don't like the guy, get him impeached, get him thrown out of this little sphere, and throw him back into the ranks of the citizenry, where he is subject to the rule of law like everybody else.
Right. So I have questions from students so many times when we talk about impeachment. They say, but he can go to jail after he's impeached. And it's like, well, it's a totally different
There's a process, but theoretically correct.
Theoretically correct.
But he can also be governor of Arkansas.
Right. Or, let me tell you about my favorite.
What's that?
Alcide Hastings.
Alcide Hastings.
Do you know anything about Alcide?
Al was a good guy. What happened to him?
Alcide was a federal district court judge in Florida.
Ah, well, okay.
And
that's the good stuff.
He ran afoul of the law.
In Florida.
I'm
stunned.
Brought up on charges. Jury came back not guilty. But the evidence was so overwhelming against him that the House and the Senate both decided this guy needs to be impeached and removed from office.
And removed.
So he was found not guilty of the crime.
But still, the mere appearance of it
was pretty bad. So when you're impeached, you're removed from office. But he could not be charged again.
No, because of the double jeopardy
in the Constitution. So what do you do if you're Alcide Hastings?
Run for office.
You got it. Which office do you run for? U.S. Congress. He's in the House of Representatives to this day.
I'd run for the House. That's exactly what I would do.
Yes, indeed.
Because that appeals to the people, and they're easy to bamboozle.
That is exactly right.
All you got to do is skateboard.
Yes. Okay. So he's the only person, I believe, in the last 100 years who was impeached, convicted, and then is serving in the House of Representatives. And there's no question in the Constitution that's totally allowed.
That's amazing.
I love it.
I bet he throws good parties. So what district in Florida does he represent? Do you know?
I believe it's Miami, but I don't know.
I'm stunned. Is it Broward County by any chance?
I don't know that.
That's the most rotten tip on that state, man.
Ooh, listen to this guy.
It's
We're
crazy.
insulting all our viewers out there.
No. Just the ones down there in southern Florida. Because they always look. When I was in high school, I played trombone in the band, and most of my experience in high school band was me sitting there bored while the band director worked over the woodwinds.
Okay.
Florida is the woodwind section of the American band. They're always, something wrong with those guys.
Okay, we'll go with that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. He doesn't mean that. Yes, he does.
No,
Actually, yes, he does.
Anyway, I think the historical evidence would support it.
Anyway, when I watch C-SPAN and I see Alcide Hastings, I just think about that. What a historic figure he is.
That's a fascinating story.
Yeah. So,
how old is he?
I believe he's in his 80s now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this impeachment occurred, I believe, like 1990 or so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention about then.
Yeah. So, but the people could definitely vote for him, and they did. And, when you lose it, let's read it. You're disqualified to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit.
Under the United States.
Under the United States. So, therefore, that tells you that the House of Representatives is neither a place of honor, trust, or profit.
Or under the United States.
There you go. Isn't that beautiful?
That's That's remarkable. That really does kind of sum up
Yep.
the House.
House of Representatives.
Wow. I think those framers had that in mind.
Now, what we've been talking about is the Senate, but we always seem to compare it to the House, don't we?
We do.
And we use it to make fun of the House.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have an impeached judge in their chamber. The Senate,
But see,
that
is
no,
genius.
Of course not.
That is absolutely genius. Because the impeachment,
crazy.
No. The impeachment process, you've already said, is a political process.
Yes.
And so, fine, if you run afoul of the political process, appeal to the plebs,
Right.
the voters.
The voters. The people.
Yes, absolutely. The people of Rome, as opposed to the Senate of Rome. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look
And he's an honored member.
Wow.
Yeah. There
I'm gonna
you
have
go.
to look this guy up.
Okay. Very good.
All right, is that our line?
That's it.
Wow.
And by the way, that concludes this section of the Constitution, the
Wow.
Senate section.
So the Senate section's out. So that's Article 1, Section 3.
We're done.
Wow. All right, we're rolling right along.
Yes.
So what are we looking at next?
Next is sort of a grab bag of things: elections and meetings and proceedings of the members of Congress, how you discipline members.
Okay. Lots
Good
to talk
stuff.
about, but it'll be
That's
nuts
fun
and bolts stuff.
So,
Okay.
okay.
All right. We'll pick it up again in the next episode. Thanks.